Good morning. How well do you do with distractions? How easily are you distracted? Well, Peter says in 1 Peter 5:8 in the ESV, "Be sober-minded, be watchful. Your adversary, the devil, prowls around like a roaring lion, seeking someone to devour." So that's a good reason to try not to be distracted. So Bob Goff, in his book Catching Whimsy, says, "I took my boat out for a ride early one morning. After taking in a stunning sunrise," he said, "I went back to the dock, walked up to the house, and sat down in my favorite chair where I start each day." I can totally picture that. I mean, it must be nice to have a lake house and be able to look out over the lake. And I have a chair where I start each day, and we have some plants that are inside, and then I see them. And this week it was awesome. The sunlight's hitting them, and they're moving, and it's just it's a cool thing. So I was a little envious, though, that he's looking out across the water, but he sees on the other side of the bay that there was a boat that was the same size and shape as his boat. And he's curious because I guess he probably hadn't seen another one out there. So he said, "I got my binoculars out and took a closer look," and he says, "To my chagrin, I realized it looked like my boat because, yeah, you guessed it, it was his boat." Yeah, he said he became distracted when he got back to the dock and had forgotten to tie the boat up. Instead, I'd hopped out and just walked away. I've done that. I remember I was in California last year and stopped by a store. Just wanted to run in and get something. It was a convenience store. I came back out and somebody opened my car door. No, they didn't. I left it open. I just didn't close it. What was I thinking? So distractions will result in drifting every time, just like his boat drifted away. So it might not be a boat for you, it might be an ambition. How are you doing? Are you drifting? Are you on course? You'll know you're drifting in your relationships when you settle for shallow talk, he says, and avoid the deeper dive into things that matter the most. Sometimes I walk away from being with someone and thought, I could have asked how their wife is. I could have asked this. I could have asked this. I could have taken more of an interest, but I was distracted. I walked into church recently, and there's like 4 people that I had to get to quickly before service. And so I was distracted, but somebody else walked in with me, and they were talking kind of a mile a minute. I'll be honest, I don't remember everything they said because I was distracted. It's a killer, man. You'll know you're distracted and drifted in your relationship with God when you think about matters of faith, but rarely find yourself acting on it. Yeah, that's a great concept, but are you putting it into practice? Man, now he tells a story about somebody that got distracted. It's a little bit of a mind blower. It was Thanksgiving, and this friend was making a turkey, but when they went to turn on the oven to bake setting, she slid the turkey in, and she turned it on by mistake to the self-cleaning mode. Now, I don't know how many ovens still have that. So the oven door locked, and she watched helplessly as the 20-pound turkey was incinerated over the next hour because it goes to a super hot temperature. And she couldn't undo it because once it's cleaning, it's dangerous to open it. Yeah, distraction. So distraction will leave us hungry. And we will be tempted to fill that hunger with things that really aren't so helpful to us. This is why the Apostle Peter warned about having being sober-minded and knowing that we've got an enemy that prowls like a lion. So where you find distraction, you're likely to find the evil one. Fill your life with decisions, not distractions. Stay focused. Keep your focus on Jesus. We're going to forget some things here or there. You'll lock your keys in your car one more time. But with the big things, work hard to not be distracted and to be present. God bless you. Have a great week.